Hi there, I'm Untitled. I'm the operating partner of Keller Williams Eden. I thought in today's video I'll quickly talk to you about our capping system. We call it the market-centric cap. So you know that when you start out with most traditional companies, you will have a commission split, and that's usually some sort of percentage of what we call the gross commission income. So if you do a transaction and the full commission on that transaction is, let's say, 100,000 Rand, then with your split with your company, you will get a portion of that and you will pay a portion, of course, to your company. So in other words, if you have 100,000 Rand gross commission income and your split with your company is 50-50, or you have a 50% split, it means that you get 50% of that, which is 50,000 Rand. Now, at Keller Williams, you start out on a 70-30 split. So it means that if you do a transaction with a 100,000 Rand GCI or gross commission, then you'd be getting 70% of that right from the word go. But it gets better than that. We limit the amount that you pay to your company every year with this market-centric cap. So at Keller Williams Eden, for example, our market-centric cap is 150,000 Rand per annum, which means that if you were to start with Keller Williams Eden, let's say on the 1st of March, your 12-month capping cycle will always run from the 1st of March of each year to the end of February of each year. So in that 12-month period then, in your capping cycle, if out of the 30% that you pay, the split with your company, in other words, or the split with KW Eden, if you reach an aggregate amount of 150,000, well, for the rest of that year, whatever you write, whatever you do in terms of registered transactions will be all yours. You will get the full commission on that, after royalties, of course. But it just means that the most you will ever pay to Keller Williams Eden is 150,000. So what happens if you do not get to 150,000, or you do not cap, in other words? Well, simply in the next capping cycle, your cap just resets back to the 150,000. You will never owe us anything that carries over from the previous year. The cap is simply the highest amount that you will pay to Keller Williams each year. Nothing more than that. And it is as simple as that. Which means that with Keller Williams, it's not really about the split, although the split is quite competitive. No, it is actually about whatever your cap is, because that's the highest amount that you will ever pay to Keller Williams Eden. So you can see, our view is that if you're a top agent in a, let's call it a traditional company, and you have a 50% split or a 60% split or even a 70 or 80% split, the point is the more you sell, the more you have to pay to your company. Now, the company might be paying some of your expenses in return for that. So they'll give you an office space, they'll give you things like the internet, they'll give you things like boards, business cards, and the like. But you can see there's a problem. And the problem is this: the more you sell and earn obviously gross commission income, the more you keep on paying to your company. It doesn't stop, whereas your benefits don't really increase to the same extent as well. You will still get the business cards, you will still have the office space, you will still maybe get some boards, maybe more of them, and some other things. But at Keller Williams, it just means that we do not penalize you for doing better or doing more. No, it just means whenever you've reached the cap, you will not pay Keller Williams any more commission that year. Everything will be yours. Now, that's what we call a life worth living and a business actually worth owning. If you want to have any more information about the capping system, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel, give us a like if you like this video, and contact me. I'll be happy to chat to you in more detail about the market-centric cap at Keller Williams. This is Deonta Blanche from Keller Williams Eden.